Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. Come on in and have a seat. Pull up a chair, grab a drink. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. Hey, Deb. Come on in and relax. Oh, there's Janine and Linda. Hi, Kathy. Good to see everybody. Hi, Nancy. That was such a fun card tonight. Such a fun card. And we're going to play with these two sweet sets that are leaving us shortly. Oh, yeah, you can hear me. Well, maybe that's good for you. No, I'm glad. So these two stamp sets I'm sad to see go, Over the Moon and this Little Piggy. They have both been really sweet to play with. Hi, Helen. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. Oh, thanks, Deb. Oh, hi, Nita. How are you? All right, so these two sets, like I said, these are going to go away with the new catalog. The new catalog is going to go live on June 3rd, which is Brittany's birthday. Woohoo, my oldest. But that's how I'm remembering the date. But tomorrow I'm going to be doing a live unboxing of what I got in my pre-order. I know that other people have been doing that, but I thought you might like to see what I got in mine. So many ideas in one little box. Let me just say that. All right. Hi, Diana. Good to see you. Hi, Jean. So these guys will go away. Now, the stuff for the pre-order that demonstrators get to order, if you have a wish list and you are thinking about joining the Inkerbells team, my team, you can pre-order stuff in your starter kit. So that's really a big bonus right now. So if you're even thinking about it, now's a great time. Alrighty, so tonight we're going to make a card, and I wrote on the title, An Ode to Charlotte, and you'll see why in just a minute. I'm using some of my favorite things tonight. I didn't just limit myself tonight to one stamp set. So here's the card we're going to make tonight. This just makes me smile. This one is kind of a multi-layered card, which I really love, but it has really fun little greeting on the inside. It says dream big, which, you know, this would be great for a graduation card too. Dream big, and then when you open it up, it says you're utterly fantastic. So I decided to do this little cow and the pig together. I thought they would look cute in the barn window, and I did a little spider web with Charlotte hanging down there. So I thought that would be really fun. Now for the spider web, obviously that's not in one of these sets, but I pulled out an old retired Halloween set I had, Wonderfully Wicked, because it has this little spider web. But you could always draw one in there, or, you know, if you have an old Halloween set, you could totally do that if you'd like to case this. Alrighty, so let me show you what I did. Hi, Trudy, thank you. All right, let me see, why is my computer? There we go. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me. My computer's looking a little wonky. All right, so for this card, you're going to need a piece of real red cardstock for your card base that measures 5.5 by 8.5, scored in the middle at 4 1/4. Then you'll need a piece of basic black cardstock that measures 4 by 5 1/4. This is for the front of my card. That's kind of the mat for the front of my card. Then you'll need a piece of real red cardstock, and this one, you'll notice on my card, it just has a slim little mat in there. So I cut this one a little larger than we normally do. This one measures, oh no, I cut this one the same, 3 3/4 by 5. I must have changed my mind when I did it. Who knew? All right, 3 3/4 by 5. So that one's little guy is going to go there on the front to create our little barn window. Okie doke. Then you'll need a piece of Whisper White for the inside of your card that measures 4 by 5 1/4. And then just some scraps of Whisper White and a little scrap of Real Red for the inside sentiment. Oh, and a little piece of soft suede, forgot that. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the window. I went ahead and embossed a piece with the pine wood embossing folder. This is a 3D folder, which I really love. This one you'll still use the clear plate with. Remember, if it still has the Sizzix name on it, it's the clear plates. The newer ones with the blue plate don't have this on there. So this is the pine wood embossing folder. Use that a ton. And you can see I cut that square out, and that was made using the Layering Squares stamp set. Now, this square that I used for the window, the inside measurement is 2 5/8. So it's a 2 5/8 by 2 5/8 inch square. And then I used the scallop square that's a little bit larger than that. And you'll see these nest together so that you can cut them at one time. And this is what you'll end up with these two. You'll get that little trim there for the sides of the window. Okay, so we're going to cut that one together, and we will go, oops, from there. All right, soft suede. Move these guys. All right, so I saved this to do with you live because I wanted to make sure you understand what I'm talking about. If you haven't done it before, I wanted you to see how it's done. So, like I said, I have the scallop square and then the square, the 2 5/8 inch square that's a little smaller. So I'm going to place this one down on my cutting plate on the magnetic platform, and I'm going to put the smaller square here in the middle, and these actually nest perfectly. It fits right in there. Okay, now I could do a smaller square on there too. Just depends how big you want the opening to be. Go ahead and we'll cut this. There we go. All right. So here's a square for later. And you will see when I pull it out, there's my little scallop square. Perfect for this little window. Now, the square that I cut out of the Real Red for the window is the same 2 5/8 inch square. So I know that that little scallop is going to be bigger than that, so it fits perfectly right around there. Okay, so let's put some adhesive on here. I'm going to use some multi-purpose glue. You can use whatever you would like. Go. Put a little glue on there. I actually could put it on with glue dots if you wanted to. It just needs to sit flush right on that opening. There we go. All right. So we'll just put this right around the opening there. Give it a little press. Perfect. Okay, now I can set this aside while we assemble the rest of the little window. Now you're going to need a piece, I forgot that piece, a piece of Whisper White that measures 3.5 by 3.5. Let's cut one of those. 3.5 by 3.5. Now this is going to be just to make sure that I have a little wiggle room around that frame on the inside to put everything on when we're mounting the cow and the pig and everything on there. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do with this is I'm going to bring in one of my Stampin' Blends, and I'm going to use the ivory. Now, if you love your Stampin' Blends, or even if you haven't tried them, it's a perfect time to go and get those singles. The sets, you know, they come in sets of 2, the light and the darks of the colors that we have. And right now we have singles, and you want to get those, because after this catalog is done, starting on June 3rd, we're only going to be selling them in pairs, because the singles really didn't sell as well as the pairs. So we decided we're just going to offer the pairs. So, but you can still get the singles right now. So I'm going to take this ivory one. This is actually one of the skin tones that we have. And I just wanted kind of like a rough watercolory kind of background here for inside my barn window. And I want it to have that white space in there. So there we go. Like that. This one's kind of dying. I need another. Whoop. Wrong one. Where's my other one? Oh, it's laying right here. Here we go. Let's see if this is good. Nope. There we go. Much better. So I'm just going to take it, go over that background just to give it a little bit of color. Like I said, we don't care about those white spaces in there, because that'll give it a little bit of character. All right. Good. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I want to take, for my little spider web up here in the corner, I wanted it to kind of go underneath where the frame is. So what I did was I laid my frame here over top of that background, and then I took a pencil and I lightly marked where that corner is right there, so it'd give me a little starting point from where I'm going to be stamping that spider web. All right, so I'm going to use some Magenta Black in my little spider web. So I'm just going to go over here in that corner. Like that. Okay. There we go. All right, so there's that little guy. So now what I want to do next is I'm going to adhere the frame to this background, because the cow and the pig are going to kind of tuck in there. So I'm just going to have that right around the edge. So hang on to your hat, because I'm using a bunch of dimensionals tonight. I want this frame to sit up right around the edge here. So I'm going to put dimensionals here, and then I'm going to add them to the edges of my frame. There. No saggy middles. Okay. There we go. Oh, I have had some of you all asking about my the tutorial bundle that I have each month. The Stampin' Anonymous bundle is available with any size order, or you can purchase it for $9.95. There's if you subscribe to my newsletter, there was a link on there for that on there. If you still would like to get more information, just leave me a comment below and I will send you the info on there. This month's tutorial bundle is stinking cute. There we go. Now I'm going to go back in and I'm just going to add some. I knew you couldn't help but comment, Kathy. Yes, I am. But for this one, I have a good reason, because I want to make sure it looks good. See, you wanted to have a nice edge like that. Okay. Oh, I need another one. Sorry, not sorry. All right. So there's our little frame for the barn window. There we go. Right there. Okay, so there's our frame. Now, I'm not going to adhere this to my card base yet, or to the mat yet, because I want to go in and put my animals in there. So I went ahead and I stamped and colored my cow and my pig, and I just did the top parts of them because you're not going to see the bottom ones. So what I did was I took a dimensional, of course, put dimensionals behind the little cow. Whoops. Because I want them to look like they're peeking out the window, not flat against that. All right, one behind the little pig. I love these stamp sets. I'm going to miss them. I think I'm going to make whoever buys these at my BOGO sale sign a contract saying they're going to give them a really nice, loving home. Because I've loved these stamp sets. You get attached, you know. Oop. All right, now little piggy goes over here, off the corner. There you go, like that. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do my little Charlotte the spider. I'm going to take a black Stampin' Write marker, not a blend, but just the Stampin' Write marker with the thin, fine tip, and I'm just going to bring a line straight down like that. Okay, and I'm going to do a little circle. And you can make it as big as you would like. And I'm just going to do little legs for little Charlotte. Isn't that fun? Then I'm going to bring in my piece of basic black. This is going to fit right here. Okie doke. All right, so let's go ahead and adhere this. Whoops, a little overzealous there. All right. There we go. Okay, now for the spider web, I don't know if you can see in the camera there, if you can see that I added some Wink of Stella to make that spider web with a little shimmer in there. So I'll take my clear Wink of Stella. I'm just going to bring it in, add some shimmer. Everything's better with shimmer. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Okay, there's that. All right, so now that I have that done, I'm going to bring in my linen thread. Now, sad, linen thread. Here we go. I'm going to take this and I'm going to leave a link over here to the left hand side, and I'm just going to start and go around 1, 2, come back around to where I started. I love me some linen thread. All right, so I'm going to bring that around. Give it a little tug so it's nice and tight there. I'm going to bring one of them down underneath like that. Pull it tight, and then there we go. Bring it down. Nice little knot there, okay? Just like that. Then we'll tie a little bow. Like that. Stinkin' cute. All right, there's that. Like so. You guys are quiet tonight. I hope you're okay. All right, so there's that. We're going to glue this one onto the card base. Go. I don't know if you guys saw my tips, tricks, and technique Tuesday video. It was up yesterday. I'd had some technical difficulties, but it's over on my YouTube channel. You can check it out over there. Really cool technique on reverse masking, which was so fun, so addictive because there's so many possibilities. But if you haven't checked it out, you might want to because it's really fun. All right, so there's the front of our card. Right there. Now, I need my sentiment, which I already stamped right here. So we're just gonna dovetail the ends there. Now, I want to remind you guys that Friday, no, what's today? Yes, subscribe by Friday. Friday is the last day to subscribe for Paper Pumpkin, and you know this month's kit sold out. So if you have not signed up, they have been coming out with some seriously cute kits, and that's where you can get those Stampin' Spots that I use. So many cool stamp sets. I will show you some of in my Paper Pumpkin book in just a sec. All right, so there's the outside of our card. Now for the inside. Let's see. Move these guys over. From Over the Moon, I'm going to use this really cute little heart right there. Pick that little guy up. And I'm going to use a little bit of Memento Tuxedo Black. I'm going to bring in a dark red Stampin' Blend. There we go. Use the thin end. So I'm just going to color that in. I just love this card. It just makes me smile. You can use it for all sorts of occasions. Then I'm going to bring in my little You're Utterly Fantastic sentiment, and we're going to glue that down here. Now, I have a really cool door prize tonight for those of you who share this video. I will show you in just a sec. Oh, I might as well just keep this out. Put this guy on. There we go. Put this guy on the inside. And call it good. There we go. Hi, Betsy. Good to see you. Oh, Kathy. Mine went back to work for a day, and then he's back home today, and then he goes back tomorrow for 3 hours. It's just a crazy, crazy, crazy time. All right, so there is our awesome Charlotte's Web. So tonight, for sharing this video tonight, I'm going to be giving away the Parisian Flourish 3D embossing folder. So I will be doing a drawing for this one. I hope you enjoy it because it's really beautiful. So this will be the prize for tonight's sharing. Sorry, I was reaching for my Paper Pumpkin. So I have my Paper Pumpkin stamp sets. If you don't subscribe, these are from the very beginning till now. Paper Pumpkin stamp sets. There are so many cool, and these are all exclusive stamp sets because they are only in Paper Pumpkin. So I can pull this out at any time. This is probably one of the most popular things when we have my retreat. They're all looking for the Paper Pumpkin stamp book because there's so many cool possibilities in here at your fingertips. And the stamp sets we've had lately, the one that I loved was in the March kit. I absolutely love this stamp set. It hasn't made it into my box yet. This one came with an extra stamp set for that kit. It was the one with the little rain boots and the door So cute. And then the sayings in this one were so stinking cute. Let love grow. You are capable of amazing things no matter the weather. We're in this together, and wishing you brighter days ahead. This is a keeper. I will keep this for a very, very long time. So if you haven't subscribed for Paper Pumpkin, you can do that. Like I said, Friday's the cutoff. Every month on the 10th. You can subscribe for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months, and you can pause or quit at any time. And it's just a happy box. It arrives on your doorstep each month, and it's always a surprise. We never know what we're going to get. So anyway, that's that. All right, so like I said, everything for this is available in my online store. Here's this month's host code, and that one's good for May. I dropped my paper. Where'd it go? Here it is. And don't forget, any purchases this month, you'll get the Stampin' Anonymous tutorial with all of these tutorials in here. Oh, I sure will, Nita, I sure will. All of these are in the tutorial bundle this month. Pictures and measurements and directions and everything. Here's mine. Mine was the Yoda Dad this month. Yoda Best Dad. So this is free with any purchase, or $9.95 if you'd like to purchase it separately. Alrighty. I think that's all I have for you tonight. I hope you've enjoyed hanging out with me and Charlotte and Wilbur. I don't know what the cow's name should be, but anyway. I hope you've enjoyed this project, and I will be back again on Sunday evening to share more fun stamping with you. I can't wait to do it, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend ahead. I hope you're well, and I will see you then. All right. God bless, guys. Good night.